Hey y'all, welcome back to my live show. If you don't know me, my name is Shanta Prince, and I work with women entrepreneurs, women experts, women coaches, professional women, and I teach them how to turn their expertise into an online business. So I teach how to build a personal brand and how to get your online systems up and running so that you can build a business that fuels your dream life. So many of us have these dreams and goals that we want to reach. We have this life that we are dreaming about, and God put that dream in our hearts. And for so many of us, the key to our dream life is having a successful business. And so that is why I'm passionate about what I do, because I believe that as women, we should be able to build a business on our expertise using knowledge that we already have. Because listen, we already have a lot going on, right? There's enough going on in life. And so when you leverage your gifts, when you use what you already have, that's less stressful because you don't have to go get another degree. You don't have to do anything extra except for take your expertise, package it up into an offer that you can sell and build your online business based on knowledge that you already have. So that's the beauty of building this kind of business is you have enough knowledge right now to be able to build a thriving business. And so on the topic of knowledge, I happen to be really great at taking information and packaging it up. And these days, that's called content creation, right? When you package up the information that you have in your head and you get it out there, you share with your audience, that's a very powerful way to build a business. But the problem is the way that most people are sharing content these days is not doing the thing that they need it to do. Okay. So when you're building an online business, you need sales, you need clients, you need customers, you need that income coming into the bank. And so when you create content, your content should do a few things for you. And so if you saw the video, the title of the video is your content doing this? Is your content driving sales? Is your content helping you to close new clients, right? There's a way to do it. So, what I'm seeing most frequently today is that so many people are sharing content, but they're not sharing the kind of content that gets the sales. Okay. Now, I see this all the time where someone shares something really funny or they share something that's really cute. And I tend to like that person. Like, oh, she's so funny. I like this person. But then when they post their offers, the offers don't do anything for me because I haven't really seen this person demonstrate that they can do what they say they can do. Or there's no evidence that this person can do what they say they can do because everything that they posted is just stuff that makes me laugh. Okay. And so you have to really look at what you're doing from the eyes of your ideal clients. Do you post content that will make your ideal client say, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to work with this person? That was so good. Do you post content that makes your audience say, wow, that was so helpful? Or do you just post content that makes your audience say, "Oh, I needed that at this moment. That made me feel great," and then they move on with their lives. And so, if you follow me, if you watch any of my videos, you've heard me talk along these lines before when it comes to content. This is one of the things that could be killing your sales because if you're only posting inspirational stuff, then you make people feel great, but nobody wants to buy your offer. And so you've got to have a well-rounded portfolio of content that you're putting out there. And that means, yes, you want to show your personality, but that's what most people are doing. They're only showing their personality. And so what does that do? That makes us like you, but do we know you and do we trust you? And you need those things in place for people to be able to buy for you. Nobody's spending money with you if they don't trust you. And so when it comes to trust, I don't mean like, oh, I trust Shanta. I don't think she's gonna run off with my purse, right? If I put my purse down by her, she's not gonna run off with it, right? I'm not talking about that kind of trust. I'm talking about the kind of trust that, okay, if I invest with Shanta, I know that she can do what she says she can do. I trust her that she's going to help me accomplish the things that she says she can help me to accomplish. That's the kind of trust that I'm talking about that you need when people are considering investing with you. They need to know that you can do what you say you can do. And if you only show up and you make people laugh, or if you post encouraging stuff, nobody knows that you can do what you say you can do. And so, number one thing that your content should do, the content that you're sharing online, your content should nurture your audience. Okay. And what do I mean by nurture? I mean add value. Your content should add value to your audience. Okay. If you're not adding value to your audience, you can start today giving them some information, showing them something, teaching them something that they may not know is nurturing. And you have to have a balance, right? Yes, you want the personality stuff. Yes, you want the inspirational stuff, but you also, your content should nurture. Your content should add value to your audience. And so if you're sharing how-to content, if you're sharing information, if you're sharing facts and you're giving people things that they can use or stuff that will actually help them, that is nurturing. And that thing right there does the second thing that your content should do, and that is demonstrate your expertise. When you add value, it is a demonstration of your expertise. People get to see you in action, right? So most of you guys know that I'm a believer, and so I look at the life of Jesus when he walked this earth, and I try to lead that kind of lifestyle. And so one of the things that Jesus did was he demonstrated his expertise. He demonstrated his gifts, right? You knew who he was because of his gifts, because of the things that he did. And so you want your audience to know who you are and know what you can do by demonstrating to them, allowing them the opportunity to see you in action. That is what builds authority. And when you have authority, right? We pay the experts, we pay those in authority, right? Those who are authorities in their space. So when I take my son to the doctor, I pay the doctor to be the authority, right? To be the expert that they are trained to be. And so we pay when we know that a person is an authority, or we know that a person is an expert, we pay for that expertise, right? Because all of us want the best. We want the best of the best, right? But if you don't demonstrate your expertise, it's very difficult for someone to see that you are an expert and to see that you know what it is that you're doing. So yes, post your fun stuff, but make sure you're adding value to your audience so that when you post your offer, people actually get excited about it. People get excited about working with you, right? Not just scrolling past because it's like, oh, it's not the normal funny stuff today, or it's not the normal inspirational stuff today, and then they scroll by. Okay. So, number one, your content should nurture, your content should add value to your audience. Number two, your content should also demonstrate your expertise. It should show people what you can do. Your content should lead to the fact that you can actually help them, that you can solve their problem. So when they look at your content, they should get that idea. Oh, this person can really help me solve my problem. I always say this: success leaves clues, right? So if if you're successful in a specific area, the area that you help people to also become successful in, then there should be clues. People should be able to look somewhere and see clues that you're successful, and then you can actually help them to be successful as well. So we talked about how your content should nurture or add value. Your content should also demonstrate your expertise, which establishes you as an authority. And then your content should also drive sales, right? Your content can drive sales for you. So you put this effort into creating content. And when I say content, I mean your content that you're doing every week. If you've been connected to me for any amount of time, you've heard me say you need to be putting out at least one form of long form content every single week. I listen, I struggled to sell before I started doing regular content. I struggled to sell because I wasn't putting out any content because I just didn't realize how important that was. And so I really started showing up for myself and showing up for my audience. And I've been creating content um, at least one long form piece of content every week for years now. And then um, for the past like several months, I pretty much I'm sharing content regular, like shorter forms of content, like different posts, value adding posts, authority building posts on a regular basis. Pretty much every day. You'll find something on my page pretty much every day, maybe except for one day, and that was when I was doing my in-person event in Atlanta, which was fabulous. By the way, I'm already in the next in-person event is already in the works. It was an amazing time. And just thinking about it just puts a smile on my face. So we're already preparing for the next in-person event in Atlanta, but that will probably be the only time that I probably did post anything. So the thing is that the economy has changed, and I will say that it has changed and it is changing. And the thing is now that the content that used to, bring in the likes and used to make an impact. I mean, yeah, that stuff works now, but people really want to see you in action before they invest with you. People work hard for their money, and these days their money is not as easy to come by as it was in the past, right? People don't have as much disposable income now as they did years ago. And so because of that, when they do invest, they're going to be very careful with how they invest, right? So when you're creating content, when you're providing value on a regular basis, you're showing people that when they invest with you, they're sowing into good ground. They're investing in good ground, and that they're going to get a return on your on their investment. And so what I see is when you whatever you're putting forth, whatever foot you're putting forth regularly every single day on social media, that's to your audience, that's a testament to what it's like to work with you, what it's going to be like if they join your program. And so it would pay off for you to take time to put some effort into creating some really awesome content, adding value, showing them that you can do what you say you can do, building authority for yourself, building a brand reputation as an expert. That's how you're going to be able to do that, by focusing on creating high quality content for your audience. And so the other thing, when I talked about your content should drive sales, it can and it should. And I'm not saying that you have to be on like every post has to be buy my thing. That's not what I'm saying at all. But when you leverage your content the right way, your content should help you to close sales. People should be able to look at your content and get an idea for what you do. They should be able to go read your last post and get an idea of what you do from reading your last post. And so because of that, and because of the authority that you're building, when you give a call to action, your content can drive conversions, meaning getting people on your email list, getting people on calls with you, which lead to sales. But in essence, your content should drive sales. And so sometimes when you're struggling and if you're posting content on a regular basis, but you're still struggling, it could be one of two things. You may need to focus on growing your audience, or you may need to change up in how you're sharing your content. Now, if you're struggling to come up with content ideas, shoot me a message and I can help you to come up with some content ideas. Yes, I know that we have Chat GPT and we have all of these AI tools that can help you, but those things are not really able to get a feel for your personality and get a feel for your passion and give you customized content that fits you, what you're passionate about, and that fits your ideal clients. I was saying in my in-person event last weekend to the ladies, I'm like, before there was Chat GPT, I was Chat GPT for my clients. I would always give them great content ideas and help them to come up with how their content flows and things like that. And guess what? I'm still really great at it. So if you need help with content ideas or how you can create high quality content that attracts the right people to you, just shoot me a message. You can email me at info@shantraprince.com. You can message me on any platform that you see me on. If you see me on LinkedIn, if you see me on Facebook, if you see me on Instagram, you can message me on any one of those platforms, or just shoot me an email. Let's talk about it. I love your questions when you send your questions in, when you send your feedback in. I take all of that in. So I love getting your questions and feedback. And I love to help. I love to serve. I believe in serving before selling anything. So most of you already know that you can just if you have a question, you can shoot me a DM and I'll respond pretty quickly in most cases to my DMs. As a matter of fact, I'm probably more likely to respond to my DMs than my actual text text messages to my phone. So feel free to shoot me a DM at any time. Other than that, you guys, I've got some really awesome things in the works. I cannot wait to start sharing some of this stuff with you. So if you're interested in leveraging your expertise to build a thriving online business, watch this space. Pay attention to everything that I'm doing over the next several weeks. and you'll be excited to see what I've got unfolding for you. Okay. So until then, you guys, I'll see you next Thursday. I hope you have a beautiful evening and a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you again next week. Have a good one.